Hey, look at that, guys. My PS4 theme finally makes sense in the context of what we're going to be playing. And if you look over here, I've also been playing Sakura Wars lately. It doesn't so far, I'm a little bit disappointed with how little gameplay it has, and frankly, some of the decisions the conversation trees are expecting me to make, but that's not really relevant to everyone. It's been like 2 years since we did that Kingdom Hearts 2 stream. Let's finally do some Kingdom Hearts 3. This is a game I haven't played the main game since it came out. I haven't played the Remind DLC since it came out. So it's been a while. And I love that art so much. I really do. The box art they use for this game, it's beautiful. And I'll just say this right now to make sure we're all on the same page as to what's going to be talked about. I will be gladly talking about most Kingdom Hearts games and their stories, so spoiler warning, I guess, if you haven't played them all yet. But I have not played Melody of Memory, and I ask you don't play it either because I haven't played it yet. I don't want spoilers. This is my stream. I get to control all of this. Now this opening scene here, I want to trust me, guys. I want to show it so much, but I probably can't because we're probably going to get copyright strikes. It's so good though. The orchestral version of Don't Think Twice they use is beautiful. The fact how well it serves as a recap of every game in the series up to that point. Though I will say, moving on to here, oh man. This game's rendition of Dearly Beloved I actually think isn't anything all that special. The Melody of Memory one is beautiful. Data Green is now available? I've done it before. Now, actually, since we're streaming, we should probably hit that triangle button. Let's see. Game is copyrighted work. Copyright is held by Walt Disney Company and a collaboration of authors representing the Walt Disney Company. Additionally, copyrighted certain characters held by Square Enix. You are free to stream this game in non-commercial contexts. However, using streams of the game to primarily provide or listen to the music is prohibited even in such non-commercial contexts. Alright, so basically I'm allowed to stream the game, but I actually have to be playing the game and probably providing commentary. I can do that. The music is the only thing they're worried about, and to be fair, so am I. Now hold on, I'm curious. It says Remind, so... No, okay, I still have to go into the DLC thing to actually start Remind itself. It's just there, I guess, because Remind is basically this game's version of Final Mix. Carry over following data from existing. Oh man, selfie poses. Yeah, no thank you. New Game Plus. Yep. I think it's a little bit loud. Somewhere around the 40 range is probably okay. The negative 40. Yeah, New Game Plus was something they added in an update along with critical mode there. But nah, we're not using any of it anyway. Just the slider? Yeah, honestly, anytime a game gives me a slider brightness adjustment, I'm like, yeah, it's probably fine exactly where it is. It is really bright, but it's because I'm sitting 2 feet away from the TV. And the lighting in this room is terrible. See, the loading times are still kind of long. But I'm playing on a base PS4, so what else can you expect? With that note, also be on the lookout for the frame drops, because there will be those. And immediately I'm invested. This place looks so cool. Can't wait to come here. We saw it in the trailers. I know we get to come here at some point in the game. Can't wait for it. So we got these buildings underwater. This area is actually a stealth connection to Atlantis, the Lost Empire. I'm going to be honest with these, like, trolley cars in the air. The white architecture, the giant mountains, it kind of reminds me of Hanoji Academy from Kill la Kill, which is not a comparison you expect to make when playing a Kingdom Hearts game.
Have you heard of the ancient Keyblade War? Huh?
Now, this is something new for Kingdom Hearts, a framing device for the story of young Xehanort and Ericus playing chess.
Waged a war over the ownership of light.
And the weird thing about this scene is young Ericus is voiced by Drake Bell of Drake and Josh and other stuff.
They planned on doing with Kingdom Hearts after
Weird.
making it appear. Who knows? I don't get why anyone would initiate a war.
And just to say it now, that's not the only
So,
star of a live action kids show that I watched when I was a kid who weirdly voices a character in this game.
they're the ones who started the Keyblade.
One way at the beginning and one way at the end.
Never heard of them. Where'd you hear about that? Or they're the ones for whom the war started. I'm not following you. You can drop the facade. Facade? On that land shall darkness prevail.
Now, you guys who have played Kingdom Hearts Dark Road, the mobile game,
Keyblade Master should
does that provide any extra context to this? I have not put much time into it because the actual progression in that game is really weird.
It's already been written. Really? I'm not so sure about that. Besides, who's to say I can't change it? And maybe light will prevail. Pretty confident.
Man, Ericus is so chill back in this day. Knowing how much of a kind of bastard he turns into by birth by sleep.
You might be surprised. Oh, I hope so.
I remember people making such a big deal when we saw the scene in trailers, and they're like, oh my god, Xehanort's eyes aren't gold. Maybe at some point he got hijacked and that's why he turned evil. I got my finger over on the mouse for OBS. Do I have to mute this scene? Was this where the CG intro started?
They can take your world. They can take your heart.
It's just not a main numbered Kingdom Hearts game without this.
All you know. But if it's your fate, then every step forward will always be a step closer to home.
I still like the rambling at the beginning of 2 better. Oh yes, I do want to mute this. Sorry guys, right now it's playing this game's main theme, Face My Fears by Utada Hikaru and Skrillex. Can't take the risk. This will probably get me muted. Copyright claimed, all of this. Now see, the intro of this game is kind of weird in that the CG intro is also sort of a musical recap of the events that led here. But I think the one we skipped over before was better at it. I think Face My Fears is a fine song. It's not my favorite in terms of like Kingdom Hearts themes. I like it better than Sanctuary, but that's about it. I think Simple and Clean and Don't Think Twice are still better. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that despite it's a little bit controversial, I guess, like dubstep nature of this song, since Skrillex was also involved in it, there aren't as many covers online that reimagine the song without it. I believe Adriana Figueroa is the only one I found where the music was provided by T. Lopes. See, I think the reason why this intro doesn't have the same appeal that the other one did is that it's a little more abstract with its representation of older events, while the other one literally used cutscenes from the other games, which is admittedly a little jarring just because of the jump in graphics between those games and this one. Geez, this game looks beautiful. But we can get to that once we actually get to some in-game stuff. And this game has already gotten off onto a good foot, by the way, by the fact that I've seen Aqua. That's really all I need to be happy. And it's why I'm sure I'll have plenty to say once we actually see Aqua later in the game. Man, he got old in a second. Right, Disney characters. Assuming you skipped that recap intro, right here is the very first time you see them in this game. You can't ever forget the Disney side of things, aside from the fact that Disney constantly forces them to have Mickey Mouse on the cover of every game, even when he barely has a role. They're probably the reason why Sora is not going to make it into Kingdom Hearts. Into Smash Brothers. Never forget, never lose hope, people. Maybe one day it will happen. Man, there's a long section of this. There was like a solid couple seconds at the end there where it was still playing, but the music was done. Alright, sound's back. Man, it's weird. Seeing the Kingdom Hearts 1 outfit with all of this extra detail is pretty weird. I'm going to be real with you. But we got Destati Dive to the Heart playing again. And that's always a good thing. Oh, that glass looks so good. That extra layer underneath the glass really makes it pop. The 2 outfit, aside from the fact that I like it more, looks a lot better. Yep, I know how to play. Situation command, yep, I got it. So we once again have our other numbered Kingdom Hearts tradition of we have to choose our build for the rest of the game. I do like the way they do it by accentuating each choice you make with a relevant scene from a past game. However, I think the text is a little bit too flowery. I remember the only time playing it before, I had trouble figuring out what it was actually saying. Though the good news is Kingdom Hearts 3 is actually pretty easy, so there's not really any wrong choices. So I walk over to here and we see Wisdom, Vitality, and Balance. So I can choose, do I want a higher magic stat, higher health, I guess? Maybe it's defense, or just balanced. Oh, man, I've already got 3 Keyblades to start off with, yeah. Starlight's the extra Keyblade I had for completing the mini games in Union Cross. And then Dawn Till Dusk, I think, was this like a... I think that might have been a pre-order one. Well, we'll stick with the Kingdom Key. All right, you guys know me. I'm a physical attacker that needs to be able to take the punishment I'm dishing out. So yes, I will take Vitality. And the interesting thing here is you actually get two choices instead of just this is what I'm taking, this is what I'm. The first game was this is what I'm taking, this is what I'm giving up. The second game was just this is what I'm taking. This one gives you two separate things to choose from. So now what other power do I take? I've got Guardian, Warrior, and Mystic. God, that glass looks so good. Now, anyway, a lot of people who play this game have come to the conclusion that magic in Kingdom Hearts 3 is pretty OP. So they would suggest going with a magic build. Nah, boy. I'm here strictly for that physical attack power, which is exactly why I didn't like Birth by Sleep so much. So I've already taken Vitality. I'm going to have some good defense, which means I also need my good offense. See, Invincible I understand Warrior attack, that makes sense, but Invincible Courage doesn't really tell me what I'm really getting myself into. The first game had sword, shield, magic staff. Like, every one of them told you exactly what it was. And 2 followed suit. Alright. So I am going to be a physical attacker through and through. And I'm real disappointed that the costume stuff from 2.0.2 didn't come back for this game. I wanted Sora to have those clown glasses on the entire game. Oh, actually, I get a third choice? What kind of adventure do you seek? Huh. What was this again? Okay. Oh, this is new. That's why I don't remember it. Okay. Let's see here. Usual adventure for that one. Easy adventure using easy code and DLC premium. Auto HPM. Easy game. Okay, so I'm just going to go with the normal one then. That's interesting. I didn't remember anything about this. So just in case even playing on beginner mode was too hard, an update made it even more easy. Just in case you want to jump in with the quote unquote third game in the series. Okay, so we are actually seeing a little bit about how the DLC is incorporated into the main game so far. I can promise you there's a topic on that I will have some more thoughts on, but that is not until the end of the game. And notice how in all of these pictures, they don't show the Tarzan world. Almost like Disney's trying to avoid stepping on some eggshells there. So yeah, the tutorial in this game, the opening section, I suppose, it's also a tutorial, is more in line with Kingdom Hearts 1. It is not the 3-hour prologue of 2. Which, I liked that, but in a game like this, it wouldn't have worked. I do just want to get to the adventure. Especially considering that 2.8 ended with them being like, alright, onward to our next adventure. We're going right here. It'd be a pain if we had to wait to even get to that. Alright, so battle tutorial. It's okay. I remember. Oh, yeah. And now I have to get used to the fact that it's not square to attack because I've been playing Sakura Wars. I've played enough Kingdom Hearts in my life that I'm sure I will adapt to this real quick. All I want is lock on. Oh, yeah. And here we get to the primary, the defining example of what Kingdom Hearts 3's combat is like. The air game in this is absolutely crazy. That entire combo, I didn't touch the floor. Okay, I've got block automatically. Like, you just keep hitting X and you stay in the air for an extreme... So long as the enemy is in the air, Sora will be in the air. That's just what this combat is like. I kind of don't mind, though, I'm going to be honest. It also means that you don't really have to be close to your target. Sora will just fly to them. And you once again don't have to worry about hitting me. I'm good. You don't have to worry about hitting with a combo finisher in order to finish off a boss. That was strictly 2. It's weird thinking about, like, the differences in between games, because it's like, do I compare it to 2 and say, like, yeah, this is different from 2, this is retained from 2, when technically that may not have been the case for so many games in the interim. But I'm going to be real with you. I always just associate, yeah, like the numbered Kingdom Hearts games are sort of their own series. And then all the other games are an underlying framework for them, I guess. So this is the cutscene from the end of 2.8, though I'm pretty sure they reanimated it, because I'm pretty sure the characters look better. It's been a while since I played it, but I remember them looking weird there, and they look alright here. I'm a true hero now. I'm not a junior hero anymore.
You can count on us to take care of Sora.
I would have it no other way. I put Sora in your hands.
Oh, this is gonna be lots of fun. It's not a vacation. Let's go. Count on us.
And we're already on our way to the first Disney World. I think this is probably the Kingdom Hearts game that takes the shortest amount of time to get you right into the thick of the action.
How are we supposed to get there now? Looks like all the old highways are closed. Didn't Master Yen Sid say that Sora should trust the guidance his heart gives?
Left.
Give me a break. I'm trying. These things take time.
The motto of this game's development.
We've already been before. Why don't you try picturing our friends like we're there?
We gotta tap into that spiral perceptual teleportation system.
Sorry, I got nothing. What did you expect?
It basically is the same thing, actually.
Guiding key. Huh? What's that? Master Yen Sid always said that. Right before we went off on any of our real important adventures. Really? Ring a bell?
No.
Maybe I just imagined it.
Was this supposed to be a plot point? That, like, the May My Heart Be My Guiding Key, which... what game was that from, where that, like, saying was introduced? I forget, but... Goofy was definitely remembering it wrong. It wasn't something Yen Sid ever said to them. So I thought it was going to be like some sort of timeline thing where now suddenly like events had changed in the past and Goofy knew it, or Goofy had some other knowledge of where it would have come from that would have been in like Union Cross or something, because he is in that game, but nothing explains that. You gotta love that 2.9 title card, by the way. It's like, even when I bought Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm still not playing 3.
Had come. The planets were edging into perfect alignment.
Oh, now, isn't this something special?
To 18 years ago is about to
We're heading to a Hercules world, and it's not just the Colosseum this time. There's actually, the movie actually had a plot that they're tapping into now.
Hades' previous attempts using Terra, Cloud, and Orin to advance his plans for conquest had failed.
And that's the only mention of the Final Fantasy characters in the main game.
But now the planets were aligned, and nothing could possibly go wrong. A wave of darkness slants down from their celestial rank. One by one, Hades freed the Titans from their prison. Some of them, the same monstrosities that Sora and his friends had already fought and bested before.
I'm glad they do mention that, but there's plenty more Titans.
Vengeance against Zeus reinvigorated. Hades
And it's fitting because the final season of Attack on Titan is airing now. I'm a couple weeks behind because of I'm watching the English dub on Toonami. I've heard a couple people going kind of nuts for some of the more recent episodes, but I remember them saying the same thing about a certain episode in season 3, and then when I finally got to it, I'm like, yeah, that wasn't anything. You guys were hyping up absolutely nothing.
No fanfare?
Also, where are we? I didn't realize this world had more than a Colosseum.
See you. I was a little off again. Sorry. We'll find him. But we need to go.
This way, I guess.
Yeah. Up is the usual direction.
Up and right.
Well, never hurts to have your head in the clouds.
Exactly. Hey, we're leaving.
Oh, yeah. I just realized as soon as battle started, like, oh, I should probably adjust some of my settings. That's fine. One variety of magic. That's nice. I know how to play. For the most part, we can trust them to all do their own stuff. And man, trust me, after all of the Kingdom Hearts games that came between 2 and 3, it was so nice to just have a game where it's you, your friends who are recognizable characters, and you can safely just beat enemies with your Keyblade instead of having to rely on all of these special skills. It was nice to be back to this familiar formula, trust me. Though admittedly the lack of reaction commands is a little bit of a shame. I felt they added a lot of spice to 2's combat, and they are just completely missing. Alright, first things first. Magic well at this point. Oh. Okay, we'll put fire on that spot. Water up there, I guess, and we'll put a potion on X. Oh no. Potion on X. That's all I need to worry about there. I can set several sets, but that's fine. Combat style. Let's see here. abilities. Watch it. Recover. And here's a nice little thing about the things. I can say, like, recovery. Like, who do you want to worry about? Use as needed. And no, don't bother healing anyone but me. I'm the only one that matters. Then let's see here. Combat style. Enemy. Let's see. Be yourself. Go wild. And then that should do. Let me go check my keyblades. I can have 3 at a time. And it looks like Starlight and Dawn Till Dusk are both just better keyblades, aside from the lack of Treasure Magnet. They both have second form. Let's see, what am I going to be using more? MP Haste? Yeah, we'll stick with Dawn Till Dusk. I don't have anything yet. Items, I guess. Put a potion in my item spot. None of that. Yeah, you guys don't get items. Let's see. Are they all? They're just all equipped at the start. Yep. Okay. Oh, 0 yet, but I'm not going to use that. Okay, at the start, everyone's all good. Excellent. Here's sort of the big thing that this game uses for its traversal that's new. You can just run up certain walls. It's like a sort of nerfed version of the flow motion from Dream Drop Distance. And that when there's walls, you got some freedom, but for the most part, it is severely reduced. It's almost like just a natural extension to your movement instead of having any special abilities, which I'm honestly pretty alright with. Because I'm going to be honest, most flow motion in Dream Drop Distance I was either activating by accident or spamming to get those iframes.
Did I make a turn at the wrong rock?
That left turn at Albuquerque.
Hey, Hercules! Where are you?
I just hear a call from a guy from Olympus. What? Just some random guy. Yeah, it's not the Olympus Coliseum, it's just Olympus. Which I think is also technically wrong because we go into the city, which I think would be Athens. For the beginning, it's totally correct, though. Oh, it's the Phantom Blot. This game does remember Epic Mickey existed.
My T's zeroed the hero. So what gives? Who could possibly be trying to give me a migraine by yodeling that Yutz's name?
Really? Hades?
I love how we're not even impressed anymore. Like, hey.
It's just us? Even for you, that's cold.
Don't forget, I can always turn up the heat.
Wait, if Hades is here, then where's her?
And yes, James Woods is still voicing Hades. I'm trying to remember, like, when this game came out in relation to the big Twitter controversy about James Woods. I'm sure some of it was already known at the time, but it might have been a little bit later. I don't remember. And I'm going to be honest, it's weird seeing Sparta spelled with the normal Greek province spelling. I've played too much Devil May Cry.
Poor Hades. He thinks he can actually pull it off this time.
We have been to this world so many times, we are not impressed by Hades in the slightest. We've beaten him up so much. Like, if I'm not mistaken, it's appeared in every single Kingdom Hearts game. It was in 1, Chain of Memories, 2, Birth by Sleep, Recoded, not Dream Drop Distance. 358. Oh, and by the way, in the meanwhile, I finally read the 358 manga. It's way better than the game. Like, already, don't play the Kingdom Hearts the 358/2. I hear it's not a very good game. The movie itself in the collections isn't all that good either. Just read the manga. It tells you the same story and does it with personality and humor. And the most adorable Shion you're ever going to see in your life.
Sailing right to where I left. No biggie. Nice work, boys. So, back to the whole cosmic coup thing.
I understand Hades may not be keeping track on how much stronger we've gotten since the first game, but you gotta remember, Sora in the first game was strong enough to take out 2 of the Titans.
Are you kidding? Jeez Louise. Seriously. When it rains,
And the Ice Titan was just a standard. Even if I couldn't beat the Ice Titan in 1, it was a standard boss in Birth by Sleep.
Especially to your old friends.
Right, you two. I'm sure you're gonna play a big part in this game's story as well.
funny, I don't remember you doing me any memorable favors. So, you can keep your heartless this time. I'm going back to my original plan, all right? So, toodaloo. Exits that away. Hey, it was great seeing ya. Happy trails!
We are not here for you.
The visuals and animation, cutscene animations in this game. Like, there's obviously still something lost in translation just in the animation techniques and going from a 2D movie to 3D. But man, it looks so much better than the first 2 games.
Black box, black box, black box.
It's so much smoother, there's a lot more personality.
Don't tell me. You're after the one Zeus hit on Earth?
Possibly. If I were, where might it be?
And it looks like we've already got a plot point returning from key back cover. Lushu's, they're looking for Lushu's box. The mystery box. They can take the boat or what's in the box. Yeah, see, look, here's Athens. I think we're already back to Athens.
Phew.
See? Found him.
Yeah, I guess this counts.
Oh man, I was really hoping just getting caught in that. It'd be way funnier if Donald just slammed into the wall and got like flattened. I gotta get in that slapstick mood. I found out that all of Tom and Jerry is available on HBO Max.
You literally dropped in. Gotta say, I'm impressed.
Like the catch.
Yeah, thanks, Hurt. But what's going on?
Take a guess. Starts with an H.
Ah, I get the picture.
Hercules?
We bumped into the H-Star on the way here.
Hamtaro?
Something about conquering the whole cosmos.
There's a lot of things that begin with H, even if a little bit.
Then to show a little self
And a lot of it's not coming to mind at the moment.
whatever he's planning, I'll send him running back across the sticks.
That's our Herc.
Save points, yep, I'm aware what a save point is. Oh, let's just go. Thebes, is that in Athens, or am I just completely an idiot? So here's another thing that this game adds. Never mind. It's not available yet. It's called Ether. Alright, new things to synthesize. I can't make any of it, though. What are you selling? Nothing I can afford, because I think I have $65. Okay. How much stock can I buy with that? And yes, here's another nice change that is, again, really nice. You are no longer limited to 2 party members. So it's not a matter of, oh, who do I switch out when I come into a new world? It is just, hey, the guest party members join me now.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like somebody forgot.
Ba-da-ba.
Took my time remembering. Herc, I came here so I could ask you something.
Ask me?
Yeah, remember the last time we were together? You were feeling down and out. How'd you get your strength back? When you jumped in and saved Meg?
Push-ups and sit-ups and plenty of juice.
All I know is that she was in trouble. Suddenly, I wanted to save her with all my heart, but it's not like I could tell you how.
Oh, man.
What's wrong?
All my strength is gone from me, too.
Despite the fact that I'm in some ways more capable than I've ever been before.
Solution or something.
I'm sorry, sir.
It's so weird. Like, at the end of Dream Drop Distance, Sora loses, like, all of his power and he's set back to level 1 as their excuse for why he's level 1 at the start of this game. Yet somehow in the meantime, he's learned how to run up walls and to just fly. Along with some other powers.
Let's talk later.
Right. Once we've dealt with these guys.
And as we can see, the fire... Oh, God, it transitions so smoothly into gameplay, even if it actually takes... yes, there is still flow motion. That's nice. Fire elementals, let's throw a little bit of water in. Especially when they do that. Yeah. I don't really bother customizing all the guest party members. I just let them do what they do. Oh, combo plus, yeah. I'm going to try and use my magic a little bit more than I usually would. Just because it is good in this game. It really is. Ow. Yeah, oh god, I don't have recovery yet. With how much time you spend in the air in this game, that is actually a real thing you want to worry about. And already we're getting abilities that I'm going to have to take stuff off to give to them. Like, I want Donald to have MP haste. I forgot to switch over my Keyblade. Oh boy, it's Phil. We get to hear that Danny DeVito impression again.
That didn't look so fun.
No, not with the Heartless involved. We're just lucky our friend showed up.
Well, what do you know? Sora, Donald, Goofy.
Alright, there's our first one, guys. I don't believe they say it as much in this game as they did in 2.
We'll search the city and make sure everyone manages to get clear of the fire.
Be careful, Wonder Boy.
No, I've already played all the Wonder Boy games. I did a whole video on it. I don't need it again. Junior Heroes.
Heroes.
Phil, you should go with Meg.
Nothing to say, huh, Phil? Yep. We were robbed of our long-awaited closure of Phil finally recognizing us as true heroes. Now, from what I understand, the reason this happened is because Phil's Japanese voice actor died. But, yo, it still robs us of a sense of closure.
Hey, I hear a voice.
Assuming that the movie still takes place in this continuity, I'd love it if Hoku's just like heard someone scream. It's like, it's probably Pain and Panic trying to trick me again.
Oh no, there's a little girl caught in the fire.
More impressively, an NPC.
Running's too slow.
Then what's the other choice?
Get on that.
Yeah, setting all this up has taken way less time.
Hope so.
Like this?
I can climb walls now. I could have gotten up there in good time.
Maybe we should. I don't think this is a good idea.
And if we're lucky when the statue lands, it's not going to hit the kid.
Thank you for saving me.
Thank you for releasing me.
We better check and see if anyone else needs us.
Well, if it isn't Sora and the King's Pawns.
Huh? Maleficent! Pete! Are you the reason the Heartless are here?
Certainly not.
Say, Maleficent, I don't know about his sidekicks, but Kid Keyblader here looks way putier than the last time we saw him. I say we finish him off while we still can.
Yeah, at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, Sora was swole, I'm sure.
We have a far more pressing matter to attend to.
Oh, we got to find that black box.
Be silent, you fool! As for you three, we shall meet again, when I have time for such trifles.
Oh man, we were kinda getting along last time we met.
Later, twerps.
Wait! It's fine. I can take it.
Gosh, it sure don't sound like it. Did Pete saying mean things bother ya?
Is Goofy gonna have to deck a motherfucker?
We know ya. You can take it.
Don't say that!
Oh, I just said what he said.
Now that is one thing about this game that's kind of weird to me, in terms of the character interactions. Everyone rags on Sora a lot in this game. Oh boy, nice big chest just to give me a map. Oh, it's Dawn Till Dusk, the one that had, Yes, okay, so I will have that on. No, okay, that's just a boulder blocking me. Look how fast you move in this game compared to the others. The worlds here are a lot bigger than they were in previous games. And the reason it's not such a big problem is because you move so goddamn fast. Oh, and I also got those new skills I want to add. And oh, the way you can just move when you do magic. Like you strafe and glide through the air when you do it. Oh, it's so nice. Combat in this game is so much more freeform than it was in previous games. Man, I am really not using my magic very much. See, it's probably because of the choices I made, but honestly, the water magic, even against the fire enemy, isn't doing that much. It's honestly more useful to just get them out of that, like, burning state. Oh god, I need recovery back real quick. But I also gotta check my abilities. The cutscene went on for a bit, I had forgotten about it. That's fine. I've got I've got water magic. I can put it out. It's fine. What was the fire providing physical resistance?
Fellas, I just got a crazy idea.
The shield!
Now imagine doing the shield surfing with one of Goofy's like smaller shields from previous games. Okay, let's see here. What can I safely take off without missing it? Oh, for 4 points though? Ugh. But I only need to get rid of 2. I can put Treasure Magnet on. That's not a problem. What do I really not need? Why do I need an ability to do that, man? See, I want to keep the flow motion stuff on just because it's nice to have at any point. I guess I could just gotta wait then. Let's see. Okay, fine. I just gotta get more AP. And just keep in mind, this ain't automatic. You do have to control it. And we're going to do a dive there. I'm sliding around. I'm running so fast in these just gigantic worlds. Like, really. If you haven't played the first two Kingdom Hearts games or any of the previous Kingdom Hearts games, you can't imagine how much of a big deal this was. Ooh. Mine. Once again, Kingdom Hearts tradition. Every single boost goes to Sora. I still need one more point before I can put on Combo Plus. Or was it Combo Boost? They are indeed different things. Combo Plus is one extra hit to your combo. Combo Plus is your combos deal extra damage. Although I think this game renames some of the abilities you get, and it's actually kind of weird. It makes it harder for me to keep track of it. I believe it's a while before we have to worry about it. Hey, oh, hang on, still someone here. Oh, it's because they keep spawning in. I was wondering, like, I'm pretty sure I got rid of them all already. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, let's go. Team attacks. Those team attacks just pop up randomly during battle, and they pop up a lot. Okay, I guess we all good. Look, there's actually NPCs in this game. These worlds are inhabited, and they talk. Like, I swear to you, this really was a big deal. It just makes these worlds feel more lived in and alive. When you compare it to previous games where it's like, whatever. Like, the crowd's cheering in the Coliseum, but there's literally no one in the stands. Oh. It's mine. Look at all this. See, now they actually tell me about all these stats in a nice, pretty UI. Oh. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Thankfully, bumping into a wall does not cancel you out of the sled. It's like the opening of God of War 2. Oh, I don't have it yet, yeah. I don't get that until a little later. I want my cell phone already. It fires back to just being a straight projectile instead of that shield that it was in 2. There's someone... No, okay, you're good. Also, I thought you were a woman. Sorry. Honestly, I'm actually a little bit surprised after playing this game with all of the enhancements it made to just general movement and quality of life stuff. I really thought that like the older games would be harder to go back to, but the summer of 2019, a couple months after this game came out, I went back and played 1 and 2 again, and yeah, I still had a plenty good time. They're still absolutely great games. They excel in different areas, and I just happen to love the way this game excels. Of course, it does not excel in every single area, though.
Hercules! Where are you?
Oh no!
Help is on the way!
We'll put these hotheads out.
Okay, who are you? And is that a talking duck?
Who are you three? Where is Hercules?
Yeah. Oh, man. I'm gonna keep talking about it until I do actually get recover back. I need it, yo. Admittedly, that is one thing about the ability to move while you're doing combos that does kind of bother me. It's the fact that if I happen to be moving, then he moves a set distance while casting the spell, and sometimes I overshoot my target, which would probably be solved if I locked on to anybody. But honestly, I tend to let the auto lock on handle it for general mobs of enemies. Because the mobs are so big, I would have to keep
Just like Hercules.
re-locking onto new enemies at any point. For normal bosses, of course, the manual lock-on is nice.
That obvious?
Yeah, I got some real noodle arms there.
I think we all have a ways to go, but we'll get there together.
Yeah, we will.
None of us are hiding any great world-ending power or anything. I promise. Oh, man. Slaves spent so long building that. And yes, I do intend to keep picking these things up. Even though at this point they have absolutely zero significance. Look at all these spices I've got. Yeah, no, it's fine. Just come on this way. Or just keep mobbing Donald and Goofy. That's fine. Alright, I'm coming. I'll come over to you then. Not that it really matters. If I have an enemy to keep attacking, I could probably glide over the entire gap. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I'm sure these things aren't enemies. Just a bunch of pots waiting up here doing nothing. No, it's fine. We got them all. There we go. See, I'll see if I can get us into another fight before it wears off, Donald. There we go. No, come on, Goofy. Where's your special team attack? Pull your weight, man. Oh, look at that. Just as a natural ability at the start of this game, I got that jab. That, like, stinger jab. Oh, yeah, combo plus. Why did I try that? Why do I keep doing that? There it is. There's a Goofy attack. Both of the abilities we have, I think all of the team abilities you get are primarily used for crowd control. But, you know, they deal some decent damage, so if you get them during a boss, it's no big deal. It's not like, oh man, it'd be wasted here. Oh, no, that's where I came from. I'm also just going to tell you now, much like all my previous playthroughs, no, this is 100% not going to be a 100% playthrough. This game is actually pretty light on the extra content, but it's also got stuff like all of the lucky emblems. If you want to get 100%, it makes up for the requirements in other ways. Although there is something I didn't do on my first playthrough I didn't actually know about until I had beaten the game that I'll look it up and do it in this playthrough. But it'll be a lot later. You gotta love how quickly they just relax from their cowering. And I like this design choice that you're constantly getting. They're like, because of the way this level is set up where you're always getting the, where since you're constantly saving people who reward you, it's a good early chance to get a lot of items. Oh. Alright, let's go this way. So I got a bunch of potions and ethers at this point already. And I'm constantly picking up more. You know, along with all of these ingredients. Oh. I do kind of wish that you didn't have to see that cutscene every single time, though. Like, you saw it once in an area, and you're good. No, not archers. A couple months back, I played through Devil May Cry 3 as Virgil for the first time. Because, I didn't want to buy the Virgil DLC for 5, so I just finally played 3. And yo, those like archer enemies in a room where you have other people to deal with are just so annoying. Because whenever you run up to them to try and kill them, they always hold on to a shot, and it's like, are you going to fire at any normal interval, or are you waiting until I get right next to you before you shoot where I don't have time to dodge it?
More Heartless!
Also people.
You take them. We need to save these people.
Hurt! Can you hold the building?
No problem.
Donald! Goofy! We gotta do
Considering that Hercules jumped into sticks at the end of the world in 2, Grand Magic is use magic, gauge above the command meter will fill. Okay. Form changes. Gotcha. Now this thing here, that people point that this here can control type A, hit L2 to cycle through your situation commands. A lot of people, I guess, weren't reading this all that carefully, and they didn't realize that. Like, I had a friend when we were both played the game on launch day, and he finished it. And when we were done with the game, he was complaining about like all of the about like all those times where you can't oh, and that automatically takes me out of that. Got it. He was complaining about all the times where you had a bunch of those Grand Magic situation commands and you couldn't get through them. I was like, yeah, you can. You can just hit L2. He was like, oh, I legitimately didn't realize that. Yeah, see, Faraz is actually kind of a bad idea at this point. This is good regardless of the element. Oh, I was trying to hit, because the 2, I was trying to hit triangle to continue the Sonic Blade. Oh, okay, good thing. Thank you for targeting that to someone who it would hurt. You're running out of time to use... Alright, Faraz. God, I just love the, make use of these abilities a lot. I basically make it a point to just keep doing it, man. Alright. We had almost a minute to spare. It was all good.
Get the people out!
Okay. Are you guys all right? You need to get to safety.
Hurry!
Go, quickly.
Why do I have to tell you to run out of the collapsing building? Just do it. Now, admittedly, I'm a little bit split on the designs of the NPCs because I look at these guys and I don't, aside from their outfits, something about them just doesn't look like they fit in with Hercules. Now, granted, I've only seen the movie once, but they look more like later CG Disney characters that you'd see in more modern Disney movies than a 3D interpretation of a character from this era.
You scared us.
It's nothing. That's what these are for.
Oh, wow. Very nice. Oh, my.
No organization.
You're Zigbar.
All this altruism is giving me the warm and fuzzies. So then, does having a heart of light come with an extremely good insurance policy?
Just say what you mean.
That is now the second time this world has mentioned insurance.
Good will ever come from putting other people first.
I was able to save Meg's life because I was ready to risk my own.
Also, who are you?
You've got friends in high places, you mean? Tricks like that don't fly for your average Joe.
What do you know? You weren't even there. If you were, you'd admire Herc's courage.
Yeah, the organization barely played a part in Olympus Coliseum in 2.
Someone else might have to jump in to save him. You're all just lining up to lose out. Dooming others to take the fall with you. Oh. And you can spare me the usual party line.
My friends are my power.
Powerful when they're connected. But if you put too much of that power in one place, some of those hearts might end up breaking.
Excuse me, I've got like 4 hearts in here and they're doing great.
Accept the power you give. Find the hearts joined to yours.
Why would I ever take advice from you?
As if you don't have any choice but to follow this sweet little trail of breadcrumbs. And at the
Delicious, delicious bread.
destiny has in store for you. In fact, your reward might be right around the corner. You're so close.
Hearts breaking. Whose hearts?
Sora, don't let him bother you. He's just trying to get under your skin because he thinks he can. But we'll prove him wrong. We'll show him that our sacrifices haven't been for nothing.
Even this early on into the game, Sora seems to be a lot more down than usual. I think everything that's happened in the series up till now is starting to get to him.
Yeah.
Goofy, you're stepping, and Donald, you guys are stepping right on that pile of embers there.
What reward?
Anything? Can I even climb up? Yes, I can. Not much with. Oh, yeah, there we go. It's just like Kingdom Hearts 1, you're using an attack to just barely increase your jump distance. Except you can do it a lot more in this game. And yeah, by the way, to get used to having all of these new stuff icons on your did I have another? No, okay. Get used to seeing all those new stuff exclamation marks on your pause screen. Because, yo, that shit ain't ever going away. Attractions, alright. Yeah, so all you have to do is attack an enemy when they've got that green circle around them. And you summon in one of these attractions. This is the one you're going to get the most used to seeing, man, I promise you. They can deal some pretty damn good damage if you can get close to an enemy to use it. Just remember to use the finisher command before it actually ends. You know, until you get the auto finish ability. Otherwise, you just completely miss out on the big final strike. Oh, ow, oh, that's fine. Oh, yeah. I'm good. Meteor! Yeah, I'm just kind of taking all the rocks. It's good. Yeah. Oh man, all those little heartless running around on the floor don't even matter. Take out the big guy and I guess they just all sort of fade away.
Nice job, Wonder Boy. We checked the whole area. It looks like everyone's safe.
That's great. We did what we
The
could.
good thing it was a Sunday. All the buildings were empty.
And busy little bees. Look. More trouble.
It's just so weird that Phil is so quiet.
It's Hades.
Perk, let's go.
Right.
And anything better now? Still nothing I can make. Oh, hold on, I can make a mithril shard. I want to check as much stuff off that list as I can. I can buy these things, I suppose. Yeah, but nah. Oh, you know what? I'll buy an ability ring, I guess. Just, I've got an empty accessory slot on me. Why not? Which now means that I can... Why do I have so much AP all of a sudden? Where did all of that come from? Combo. Okay, good. I already have the auto finish ability. Perfect. So yeah, the important thing to remember here is that despite the fact that the worlds are much bigger, it's not like they're open worlds. They are still very much these room-by-room linear things like the previous games. It's just that the rooms and the worlds themselves that make them up, that are made up by them, are so much bigger.
Get to the top of the mountain and stop Hades.
That's odd. The river's never this full.
Most of the people are dehydrated and starve. Yeah. I want someone bigger than you to use a Faraza on. Come on. And don't worry, even if you have auto finish on, if you're outside of battle, then it doesn't automatically use your ability. It just runs out and and it goes away.
Guess now we know why the river's flooded.
Actually, the pirate ship might not be a good idea. These guys are water. Alright, well, it still hurts them. Whatever. See, if you can get them in the right place, you can sort of juggle them. Yep, just staying on close. That's really going to be my tip out of all of the attraction attacks. Get used to controlling that pirate ship. It is absolutely going to be... I don't know what triggers, what ones you're going to see, but the pirate ship is absolutely the one you see the most. Yeah, where was that treasure chest? No, listen, I saw that chest. There it is. What does that do? Cufflinks. Some AP, okay. Gives me a little extra magic, but it's not useful to me, so we'll give it to Donald. There's a lot of automatic platforming in this game, which is good, because for a game like this, having to manually do everything wouldn't work out very well. Like, he'll automatically vault over stuff, he'll automatically go across those sparkling points. He automatically starts running up the wall. Oh god, that's a lot of things. Oh, look at that fire effect that's left on the ground. It ain't quite as pronounced as something you see in, like, Kakarot, DBZ Kakarot, now that I have that as a comparison. That game does a similar thing, but the effect is a bit more pronounced with, like, the trails of, like, a crater that are left after a powerful attack. By the way, for another big RPG playthrough, I want to do Kakarot. The problem is the fact that even a full year later, yeah, it's been just about a year now, there's still one more DLC chapter we don't have yet. And I'm waiting for that to release. I'm sure it'll come out while I'm playing this. And then I can save it for whenever I'm ready to do another big RPG playthrough. There's something about the way a lot of the effects in the game are done where it's a, like you can almost see like a dithering pattern in it, and it's weird. Oh man, I got dizzy. That's not something that ever happens in the previous games. And I guess it happens anytime these guys hit you. Alright, well guess what? Oh, I guess they eat fire. Okay. There you go. In the air, however, they're completely worthless. Oh, here we go. Another one. Teacups. This one's actually probably my least favorite out of all of them. Like, everyone's going around doing their own thing and dealing their own damage, which is nice and all. But it feels like aside from this ending part there, it doesn't really do much. Yeah, I don't need to move. I got this. Even the hedgehog guy just sort of wandered into it. Oh, man. That was a good finish. It is admittedly amazing. Just, here we go. Here's where we were. It's amazing coming to this game when you've gotten so used to every other Kingdom Hearts game in that so long as you were playing the HD collection, every single game besides this one, every single game prior to this, aside from 0.2, all use the same PS2 visuals. You know, at least the cutscenes for 358 and 358 and Recoded used it. Dream Drop Distance had a very similar art style.
How about we check out what's down there?
Like, all of these games just had, like, all looked basically the same, and then all of a sudden you just had this game look so much better. Like, when the Toy Story trailer was released, Digital Foundry did a video talking, not just like, hey, we're talking about the tech on display in Kingdom Hearts 3, but they were comparing it to the, like, the Toy Story movies in comparison to the effects they had. And they came to the conclusion that there were certain effects that were being used in real time on this, effects being used in real time in this video game that were beyond what the original Toy Story could do. Like, that's absolutely, like, I understand the original Toy Story was the first fully computer-generated film, and it was made in '95, but just the fact that we have reached a point where real-time rendering in video games can surpass that in terms of visual fidelity and effects is absolutely mind-boggling to me. Like, even for years later, I think this game looks better than the CG that was used in Kingdom Hearts 1. Now, to be fair, I don't think the CG in Kingdom Hearts 1 is that good. I believe during my live streams, which I don't blame you if you didn't watch it, because that was before I started actually paying attention to my volume levels. But I said that the CG in Kingdom Hearts 1 was Final Fantasy IX level. Which, you know, seeing as that was a PS1 game, is a bit on the lower side, you know? Alright, I didn't go through here yet, right? I don't believe so. This looks new. And it is actually new, because that's the room where we saw Hades and got sent down the mountain. By the way, get used to another part of it. Get used to being sent down the mountain being a part of this game. I think I am going the wrong way, actually. Yeah, no, this is actually looking familiar. That's really the one thing about the bigger worlds in this game that's a problem. This world especially is especially bad about it. For the first world, it is kind of easy to get lost and turned around. I'm just saying, it happened to me in my original playthrough, and I guess I've gotten no better on a second. Though to be fair, it's been 2 years since I played through this world. I'm about 10. Yes, I'm aware. Man, you're not even playing the game, and you could recognize that I was going the wrong way. I guess the fact that I was going down was probably supposed to be a hint that I was doing the wrong thing, but I thought it was like a temporary dip before you would go back up.
By the minute. I hope I'm wrong, but my family may need me.
It's okay, Zeus has like 100 kids that can step up to protect him.
Sora, I'm gonna fly ahead. You've been a big help, but leave the rest to me.
Family.
Yeah. Dad's king of the gods.
Your dad's Godzilla? No, that's King of the Monsters.
But doesn't that mean Herc is a god too?
I mean, he jumped into the river Styx to save Meg. That was the catalyst that got him turned into a real god in the movie.
Then he'll be okay.
No. Organization 13's here. He'll need our help.
And speaking of Godzilla, Godzilla vs. Kong trailer came out on Sunday. And I am amazed at how much people have been talking about it. Like, I've been seeing a bunch of pictures. People have been making, like, the trailer got a bunch of views, more than any other Warner Brothers trailer has gotten. At least in, like, its opening day.
We fight with all our heart.
I'm so happy because King of the Monsters was a box office disappointment, and I'm happy that Godzilla vs. Kong is going to almost certainly do better, if only because there's no other movies coming out. Now, of course, the problem is it is coming to HBO Max, which is fine. It means I don't have to. It means I don't have to go to a theater to watch it, which is good because I don't think I have a choice in that. But I don't think HBO Max has the 2014 Godzilla yet for some reason. Like, it's got... To be fair, the 2014 Godzilla does not have that much important information. But it's not a bad movie, and it's got a little bit of information. But I'm hoping that all you guys who are going to watch vs. Kong catch up with Kong Skull Island and Godzilla King of the Monsters. You can bet your ass that as soon as they... that in the weeks leading up to vs. Kong's release, I am absolutely going to marathon all 3 movies. You know what's probably keeping Godzilla 2014 from HBO Max? They're still trying to put together a master where it's not dark as shit. I think that's probably it. That's a problem people have always complained about. Like, both the digital Blu-ray and DVD home releases have all been really dark. But apparently the 3D one is okay, which is great because I have a 3D TV and the 3D Blu-ray. So every time I've watched the movie at home, it's like, yeah, no, looks fine to me. I get to watch the one good one. It's amazing how quickly it started raining, but yo, the weather effects in this game look so nice. Oh, that's a new attraction. Let's go. Where are you guys? This one's admittedly... First of all, it took me a long time to figure out I could actually move while I was doing it. But it's hard to keep track of where everyone is. It really doesn't deal that much damage. And it has that weird thing with, like, I did a finisher, but it's not over yet. It takes a while afterwards before it actually goes away. I don't get it. Maybe it's not the teacups. Maybe that one's my least favorite. Real good. Anyone else still here? Nope, I'm not locking on to anything. Yeah, Rock Titan. I don't know why you think you're going to be a challenge. You were, despite the fact that you were an optional boss in Kingdom Hearts 1, you were the easiest boss in Kingdom Hearts 1. Oh, that chorus is going crazy. I'm trying to... I think Sora has like a wet texture on him. It's kind of hard to tell because the characters in this game are already a little bit shiny. Man, it's like a reverse going... like it's like a reverse speed highway from Sonic Adventure where I'm running up the wall instead of down it. Yeah, I know he's made of rock, but I'm going to throw more rocks at him. These rocks are on fire, though. I got this one. Ow. Oh, it's fine. Ouch. Okay, maybe I shouldn't run up the mountain again so quickly. Ow. Okay, I need to actually get up here, though. Okay, what's going on? I can't see. Ow. Okay, hang on. Ow. Oh, I parried. Okay. Took a little while to get my bearings there. Alright, other leg's down. And now, he's not quite finished yet. We gotta actually take him out. I'm really just holding up here. You don't really have to aim that. Oh, no. There we go. All right. This roller coaster attraction was shown off a lot during the teasers, as the trailers. It's really not used very often in this game. Like, it's this early stunner section, and then they use it like one more time. Oh, I can. Okay, I can just shave off his health by shooting at him. All right, why not then? It's not like I have any limit to ammo. It does look really cool, though. No, I'm actually not sure if I even have to do all this. Like, can I just finish it and be done with it? But I don't know. I'll keep doing it like this, yo. I'm increasing my chances of it actually finishing him off. I do wish when you actually shot at his head when they're specifically targeting it, it would deal more damage. Okay, no. He is still a little bit alive. Oh, and now I have to take care of his legs again. If I was shooting at him the entire time, I might have just been able to chip out enough health. Goofy, you can attack it a little bit more, man. Ow, hey, I was trying to jump there. And I almost just ran right underneath his, There we go. Now that's using your noggin. Use a special skill to climb back up to the top there. Nah, I'm not really. I don't think second form D is all that super useful. Like, I got it, but whatever. It's good. I'm totally content with my standard attacks.
Yes, that's one down.
They're not so tough by themselves.
How long did it take you to think of that one, Donald? Nothing over there? Nope, okay.
That was
Oh.
close.
Alright, thanks, man. Yeah. Some delicious food I am probably never going to use. So good news. I think by virtue of us setting foot up here, we might be gods. So we got that going for us, which is nice. Oh man, I'm sure this game must be real nice to play on a PS5 where performance is probably like a perfect 60 FPS and the load times are instantaneous. That must be nice, but I don't have a PS5 because they're $500. There's nothing to play on them, and they're super hard to find. I do like that the music they're playing up here is the... Pretty sure it's the Olympus Coliseum music from the first game. Ouch. Yeah, I'm just going to be triple fire and magic here. There we go. Come on, guys. Okay, this really isn't working super well. Let's just do the finisher then. Thankfully, they're all pretty weak. If I take too long, do they, like, recombine into that single unit again? Is it like that, the ghost fight from Wind Waker? Where you split it apart, take them all out one by one, and keep weakening them slower and slower? Shotlock, yeah, alright. I'm going to be honest, I didn't use Shotlock much in Birth by Sleep, despite the fact that it was pretty broken in that game. I'm probably not going to use it much here either. But it's possible I should, because at the very least the iframes are good. So now the faster running speed is nice, but when you're in a world, in a room at least this big, I do kind of wish you moved a bit faster. It's not too bad though. Like trying to get through here with Kingdom Hearts 1 speed would just be crazy. I ain't got time to run around and actually walk up the stairs. Oh, hold on. I can get an attraction. Oh, god. Yeah, one. Okay, hang on. I can get another one. Yeah. There we go. Good. Oh, but it's not a good one, though. Never mind, then. See, now this'll work. Now that was good. So now look, I already have to get a third map just for this world. Because I've gone through so many areas. There's admittedly also something a little bit weird about the fact that Stun Impact is a finisher in this game, when it was literally just a normal move you got in Kingdom Hearts 1. Are there even any more of them still here? Oh man, it's there. I see it, but I can't do anything about it yet. I can make it up. There's nothing up here, but I can make it up. No, I'll go this way, actually. Can't really say I'm sure what the purpose of that area is. You know, you can't really hide things in off sides of the map if you give me a map. Except there's actually... Oh, never mind. I was going to say there's nothing up here. I somehow neglected my map to see this area. Okay, there's nothing up here, though. I'm sure we'll climb the cotton candy later. Yeah, let's do it. Yo, I'm locked onto him. Jump. Die. Yeah, no, if you guys could just take care of the like actual big guy, I'd be much happier. Yeah, you. We don't even get a big finish for taking care of these groups anymore. It's almost like the game is just saying it's normal now.
Here's our ticket up.
Whatever it is. Air step aim, targeting with shot critical. Okay.
We'll have to climb up, but what'll we use for footholds?
Who needs it? Is this just here to be my... okay, where am I going now? No. I do like the sort of automatic stepping between things on the way up, if you locked onto them. But no matter what, you always end up at the top. I'm glad to see them all waiting there so patiently. Man, we somehow managed to get up here faster than the guy with the Pegasus. So is that Rip Torn voicing Zeus in this again?
Don't get too comfortable, Hades.
I mean, he was willing to do video game voiceovers for God of War 3, as Hephaestus, admittedly, not Zeus, but... Alright. Yeah, so here's the boss fight. We have to take on 3 of these guys at once. For being the first real boss of the game, it's actually kind of difficult. I don't believe I died on my first playthrough, but I was on the ropes and I was worried. Admittedly, part of that was the fact that you also have to use air stepping, which is a little bit awkward in the heat of a fight. Clash with the Titans. No, that's Clash of the Titans that you're thinking of. Out. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. Out. Yeah. Sure, sounds good. Yeah, look how much damage that did, just all at once. I'm already starting to make better use out of air blocking. I didn't even realize that was something I could do on my first playthrough. And that's how powerful air combos in this game are. Like, holy shit, I am literally just flying at this point. Yeah, I'm just kind of going to focus on whoever the hell is closer. And just slowly fly all the way back over to my target. How are air combos in this game so good? Okay, it'll probably be faster for me to actually run up. Up here, carousel probably wouldn't work super well. Oh, Fire Titan's out? Okay. I, like, haven't touched the ground in, like, the last minute. I'm just saying, if this were a Devil May Cry challenge room where it's like, don't touch the floor for this amount of time, Sora would absolutely kill it. Okay, so we've taken out 2 of the Titans, but that's not it. Now we've got the Wind Titan. And we sort of have the problem of he's a goddamn... He's a moving tornado. He's kind of hard to keep track of. Thankfully, we can just attack wind. Yeah, if you guys could all please attack this thing, that would be great. Oh, I can reflect those buildings back. Ooh. And admittedly, just the design makes it kind of difficult to tell, like, where exactly it is. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm closer to it than I actually am. Alright. Yep. Yep. Do I have the ability to, like, air dash? Yes, I do. Good. Oh, ow. It's still kind of hard to avoid buildings, though. That's fine. Just gotta get closer. Yeah, see, that happens. Like, I swear. Like, he'll just stop when he's air stepping. Also, I'm the only one here, so that kind of sucks. Potion. And he keeps moving. For some reason, I'm getting flashbacks to the Devil Doom fight from the end of Shadow the Hedgehog. I couldn't even really tell you why. Okay, odd time to get this, but sure. He's a big target, I can't miss. Until he does that, of course. You see, I think that's the reason why this fight is kind of difficult. It has an awkward mechanic. It's sort of 2 fights in a row. You're on your own for most of it. It's before you get cure magic. Which is, you know, just a really useful magic to have. And despite the numbers of abilities they've just started to give you at the beginning of certain games, Cure has not just become a staple of Sora's repertoire at this point. I'm so close. Hang on. If I just fire a fireball, will it eventually hit him? Come on. Yes, it did. Alright, I had to use a potion, but seeing how many I got from saving people in this world, I've got plenty of them. That went pretty well, I would say. Kingdom Hearts 3 is not an especially challenging game.
Uh-oh, now it's all 4 of them.
So what? There are 4 of us, too.
Actually, I think I can make it 5.
You're gonna give birth right now, Hercules?
Thank you, my boy.
We're cheering even though we really don't know who this is.
Your old man work.
And then along came Zeus. That's actually perfectly fitting here. Yeah, it's just something he can do. Don't worry about it. And so long, Gay Titan. Oh, I'm sorry. We're living in the 3D All Stars age. Bye bye. See, I avoided that because I played Mario 64 finally, and I played it through the Wii Virtual Console.
I ruined it. I really don't like you.
Just give it up already. You'll never beat Herc, no matter how many times you try.
Yeah, stay in the underworld where you belong.
Yeah. At this point, they can't top this sort of fight in another game in terms of spectacle and power scaling. And there was never a Herc. Okay, well, there was a TV series, but seeing as they don't really draw from the TV series very much, I don't expect Hercules to ever reappear in another Kingdom Hearts game. So that's nice.
The exit is that way. Hold on. I almost forgot. That one's for trying to wreck thieves.
You'll pay for this. I have a very, very long memory. I can still dunk your little nutmeg in a river of death.
Alright. Well, maybe we haven't figured out the true secret to restoring our strength, but we went up several levels, so we're making steps.
Isn't Olympus your home?
I can see my family anytime I want. If I stayed, I'd have to be apart from the person I love most.
Yeah, now that I'm looking at it closer, you can see the sort of compression on it. One of the things I always respected the Kingdom Hearts series about was the fact that they always used in-game cinematics. So granted, they did not always look good or accurate, but honestly, I prefer the attempt at doing stuff in-game rather than just cheating and using pre-rendered cinematics. 3 sort of breaks that. A lot of cutscenes in this game are actually pre-rendered, and to its credit, they don't go crazy. The resolution's good. They're still using in-game models. The animation is still on par with what you would see from the normal stuff. So it did take me a while to notice. Like, I think in my first playthrough, I only noticed one cutscene that I was like, oh yeah, this is pre-rendered. And then there was another one where people were like, yeah, you can see the rendering watermark in it. And people were like, well, how did they miss that? How did they miss that? And why? I don't know if it's been patched out yet. And I was thinking that way too. Like, wow, how do you miss that watermark shows up? Ignoring the fact that I totally missed it. And then Dragon Ball Z Kakarot came out, and they did the exact same thing. Like, literally, the cutscene where Vegeta and Nappa show up and destroy that city, right before Nappa blows it all up, an error message appears in the top right corner of the screen. Top left. It's crazy, alright? Equipping a new Keyblade. Yes, I will. Kingdom Key is basically worthless. Let's put Hero's Origin on there, yo. And, can I... No, I can't just select it right now. Alright. How about abilities? I got 6 points. Sure. Oh. That's fine. Yeah. Nope, go back to me. Excellent. How about rest of you? We got 4 points to spend. We'll go with MP Haste. Can't afford Lucky Strike yet. And that's fine. I don't really need it. Alright.
Are you sure this box with the Book of Prophecies is for reals? Yeah, I think that dig-batted black was pulling your leg.
Be quiet and dig, you imbecile.
Could have at least given him a shovel.
I must find that Book of Prophecies and make it my own. His was the only clue we have. We cannot afford to dismiss it without a thorough investigation.
I'm just saying a shot in the dark ain't gonna get us any closer to...
Whoa!
What is it? Have you found something? Show it to me at once, fool!
Yes, sir. Easy. This has got to be that Pandora's box Hades mentioned.
Leave it.
What? After all that digging?
That is not the box which I desire. We are finished with this world.
I mean, I'm sure you could still find some use out of Pandora's box.
May your heart.
Okay, see, cutting it off there didn't really serve any purpose because we know exactly what he was saying. But it does raise a question. Zigbar knows a catchphrase, I guess, of Keyblade Masters? Ooh, World of Darkness. Aside from the fact I've always loved the way this place looked. Especially in HD, man. 0.2 was a beautiful game. They still call it Dark World for some reason, though. It's weird. Let's catch up with how Riku and Mickey are doing.
What's wrong, Riku? Are you tired? Do you need a break? We can stop.
No, just... I've been here. I should know this place. But that all seems like another life.
This world is a creature of chaos. It may take many incarnations.
All the feelings you felt. Why, you've done years of growing in almost no time at all.
You're like a whole foot taller than you were in one.
For my first time here, I was so scared. But now my doubts and fears are gone. If anything, I feel exhilarated. And it's not because there's darkness in me. I know too well what that rush is like. This is different. And it's not adrenaline either. I know Aqua needs us, but I'm ready.
Well, that's why he's feeling exhilarated. He wants to see Aqua. I can 100% relate to that.
Maybe it's because you're with me this time.
It's not me. I think it's because you finally found inside you that special strength to protect what matters.
And that's exactly what Sora needs.
Sometimes you care so much for somebody that other feelings disappear. And then there's no room for fear or doubt.
Is that it?
And all other positive emotions are lost in the rush. That's probably not a good thing, actually.
Strength to protect what matters. It reminds me of a promise I made.
To who?
Just someone I once met. Can't tell.
Does Riku even know who it is?
Hurry.
Yeah. While we're reminiscing, Mickey, does any of this look familiar?
Yeah, it's been a couple years, but I remember what 0.2 looked like.
Here with Aqua.
Yeah, it's different from what I remember.
Like I said, creature of chaos.
I just follow my heart, and Aqua would show me the way. But the closer I get, the easier our connection feels.
You mean...
Maybe, but we can't give up hope.
Yeah.
It's not even a super specially, like, inspired design world. I just love the aesthetic. We're not doing anything there now, though. And now loading icon is spinning very smoothly. Oh, but we are, still in the Dark World. This cutscene's now, I guess. Oh, a different one, okay.
This beach.
Listen, these Dark World segments are interspersed
I'm positive Aqua was
all throughout the game. I can't remember exactly what order they happen.
trail's gone dim.
I've been here too. With Sora.
So that joke I made at the Kingdom Hearts 2 at the end of the Kingdom Hearts 2 live streams is possibly valid if Aqua was here.
Aqua did too.
Aqua has fallen into an even darker abyss. Somewhere I can't see her.
Maybe if she turned on a light.
We're equipped to dive any deeper than we already are.
Let's head back up and grab a snorkel. Well, there's an ocean right there. It's possible.
Riku, be careful. Even the least threatening Heartless are stronger in this realm.
I got it.
It's fine. These are the least threatening Heartless. We're fine. Except we're not fighting shadows. We're fighting the same boss we fought like 3 times in 0.2. And we have the worst part about playing as Riku. I don't get to pick my, we don't get to pick the, the shortcut commands. And that kind of sucks, because it means that all of my things are on different buttons. But on the plus side, goddamn, Riku deals a lot more damage. He's also dealing a bit more damage to me, though. Look, this guy had 5 health bars, and we've already taken him down to his last one. Listen, I don't know why they put Cure on Triangle. Everybody I've ever heard talk about their shortcut commands always puts it on X. I don't care where offensive magic is placed. Like, that obviously is different for everybody. But Cure always X. If you played the first game, at least, because you wanted to mash X to be able to cast Cure on yourself. Which, to be fair, you could put it on square and probably triangle. I have done that as well with arrow.
What? Because somebody needs me.
I'm amazed Riku can even understand this guy through the water filter. The super intense water filter.
Riku? Wake up. Riku.
Me.
Are you okay?
It's great how much more expressive Mickey is in this game. In all the past games, he was always just always had that smile. And it just kinda
Vanished. But then they spit
always
you
looked
out.
weird. He's a little better in this game. Not perfect.
Thanks. I owe you.
I know you feel invincible, but we're not.
I don't know. I was dealing a lot of damage.
Mickey?
Yeah, thanks to the new gear. But your Keyblade...
Oh.
How does a Keyblade break? Isn't it a manifestation of light
Heartless here are stronger than what we
that we can dispel and summon at any point? How does it break?
before we came in here, huh?
There we go. Power up our Keyblades. That's a mechanic in this game. They're hinting at it.
Power, so we can regroup.
But Aqua's still down here alone, facing enemies like that.
It's okay. When we played as her last, she was level 50. She can handle it.
What if she's feeling as scared and alone as I felt the first time I came here? How long are we supposed to keep her waiting in this awful place?
It's been like 11, 12 years. A little more won't hurt her.
But Aqua, she's like Sora.
What?
No.
That reaction was always weird. Like, I didn't understand it. Like, why did he react so violently?
Good. Then I guess she's gonna be all right.
I think I heard someone say that it was like sort of a lost in translation.
Swim his way out.
Besides,
I have to assume that the intention they were going for was Riku thinks like, what, this great master Aqua is a dimwit like Sora?
the other me.
What?
Odd time to be thinking of him. Especially considering I didn't realize he was in the realm of darkness. I thought he was dead. Who are we talking about? Well, did you ever play Chain of Memories? If you haven't, or you played it a long time ago, hey, guess what? A plot point from that is suddenly relevant again. Ooh. Look at that Van Gogh background there.
I see. You could not regain your strength.
We took out a bunch of Titans, though. That's pretty cool.
Regardless, Sora, you will need the power of waking.
It can't be gone forever. Maybe something will trigger it real soon.
Maybe if you fall asleep and wake up again, you'll remember how to wake.
Hey,
Perhaps it could be something that is as simple as that.
Please don't trigger Goofy's trauma again.
Whenever you are in need, magic happens. That is your greatest strength, Sora.
I'm protected by plot.
We're back, Master.
The pizza?
Whoa! Wow! You guys are all here.
We were here before, but you didn't wait.
Your Majesty!
Hey there, fellas. So, what have you three been up to?
We stopped gods.
We were visiting.
And to figure out how to get all of Sora's lost powers back.
Phil didn't even talk. It was really weird.
But, honestly,
We didn't fare any better.
Did you manage to figure out where Aqua is? Because Master Yen Sid said that's why you fellas left.
I hope you found her. From what I remember, she was a real bombshell.
Come on. Can I finally say something?
Yeah, just keep a count in the corner of
As far as the beach that Sora
how many times Sora just gets picked on in the cutscenes.
ends.
Meaning?
all traces of her vanish into the great abyss, beneath the realm of darkness.
No. Sora was dragged into the abyss during his exam, and I went in after him. So I think if we find someone who is really close to Aqua, and they make the dive, they could reach her down there.
I'm not sure who's even left to ask. Ventus is hidden,
Everybody who's ever been close to Aqua is dead.
plus nobody's seen Terra in ages. Aqua was the last.
It's really weird to think that all this time later they never figured out what happened to Terra.
Yes, their teacher, Master Ericus, would have been another possibility. Had Xehanort not mercilessly struck him down.
Terra helped. What happened to Ericus? Have you ever seen Star Wars The Last Jedi? It's basically the same thing.
I'll save her.
Huh?
But Sora, that's gonna be super hard since you don't have the power of waking.
Sorry. I have no idea why that just popped out.
See, I think that would have been a little more effective if it didn't have that, like, second of Sora being quiet. Like, if it was immediate. Like, you got the idea, it was Ventus's heart just lashing out.
Power of waking. Mickey and Riku, I recall that Master Aqua journeyed to many worlds.
cleaning up her friend's messes.
Be the link we need.
Good plan.
Except we
You and I will retrace her steps.
Okay, well, it's their quest, but like none of the worlds in that game reappear here. I think
Got hit pretty hard in the realm of darkness.
I think Olympus might be the only shared world between this and Birth by Sleep.
Clean in half. So we're gonna need to get replacements before we can continue.
In that case, rendezvous with Kyrie and Lee. They are continuing their training under the tutelage of the wizard Merlin.
Yes, sir.
Also, I would like you to deliver these for me.
Are they?
Yes, they are the same as the ones I gave you.
I just got the email saying Anthony resubscribed. If you're still there, hey, thanks. I don't know how long ago you would have done it, because I also just got the email saying that I started streaming 2 hours ago.
Settle down. I have new clothes for you too, Sora.
Yeah?
A gift from the good fairies.
I knew you'd come through for me.
Everyone's got their new clothes from the new fashion line.
Garments, Sora. Like before, they have very special powers, so it took extra time to prepare them. In addition, there is a gift from Chip and Dale inside.
Cool. Okay.
Happy now?
Yep.
Now you're all ready to proceed.
Hey, wait! Don't forget about me.
Right, you were in these games.
Every journey worth going on needs a cricket to keep track of it. And I can't let you start this one without old Jiminy Cricket by your side.
The whole team's back.
Yeah.
Good.
The gang's all here.
New journey. I wish for you to have this, Sora.
Okay.
That is a heart binder. Think of it as a good luck charm made just for you. You have a gift, Sora, for connecting with others. And
Oh, this is just the summon charm. Alright. I was trying to remember, like, all the mechanics that this game carried over. I was like, heart binder. Did this game have D-Links?
May your heart be your guiding key.
There was really no reason for that. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, and that lets me use the Dream Eaters. Listen, much like previous Kingdom Hearts games, I am really not going to use summons. I play these games in a very specific way, and I am very set in my ways, which is exactly why Birth by Sleep was so painful. Oh, yeah, plaid.
Give me a break, okay? I told you. These things take time.
Gorge, is it just me? Or is this turning into a routine?
Is this a vaudeville act? Because let me tell you, you guys really aren't funny.
It's coming from you, Sora.
What's this?
Gotta answer the cell.
I don't know how.
Do you think Sora's cell phone has Kingdom Hearts Union Cross on it?
Huh? Dale?
How'd they shrink you down to fit into this thing?
Chip?
God. They clearly didn't put too much time into this world, into this room, because the books all appear to just be a texture.
Oh, you finally finished it.
Alright, we finally got selfie mode.
We can talk to each other across worlds. In fact, I might even try writing my journal on it.
Wow. Sounds like it's pretty handy, guys. So, what's so important?
Back when you and Riku quested through the sleeping worlds, Riku recovered some secret research data that Ansem the Wise hid inside you. Ansem's code!
I don't know when Riku found that.
The data has been encrypted, so we've only deciphered some of it.
Huh? Oh. I guess we haven't spoken since the castle. I'm Ienzo. Alias is here too.
What's his real name, though?
Alias. Whatever's between you and Roxas, it's in the past.
Out of all the organization members to become sort of important characters, Zexion is like the last one I would have thought of.
We cast off our hearts by choice, make no mistake. But we didn't know that Zemnis, or rather,
And he sounds like he's in a pretty good mood.
Huh? Zemnis?
Oh, he's with them.
Not anymore. Zemnis and Xehanort have no hold over us now. We're just students of the heart.
exactly the same as we were before all of this began.
Before the dark times. Before the Empire.
But you know, now that I think about it, Axel's on our side now.
We have friends we want to bring back to this world just the same as you. To do that,
Could have fooled me with how little you guys interacted in 358.
Good spirit, Sora. We found some intriguing data in the bit of code we deciphered.
is it about
We found some intriguing data in the code we deciphered. Did you know that Woody and Buzz were originally supposed to appear in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix?
And what he found is that your heart doesn't belong just to you.
Again, another detail that it's so hard to believe that they've only learned about now.
Expected as much.
'Cause it's been a plot point for so long.
Inside mine. I think it's Roxas's. Just like Naminé is still inside Kyrie's.
interesting? Well, no one knows your
And the fact that even when Sora says, like, yeah, I sort of suspected that there's another heart inside mine, he's just like, yeah, it's Roxas. Like, not even the slightest hint about Ventus or Shion.
It's incredible enough that you and your nobody are able to coexist.
I mean, clearly we're not, because he got absorbed into me.
There's someone as remarkable as you caught Ansem the Wise's eye.
We'll keep investigating based on your hypothesis.
By the way, since you're on that computer, is Tron helping you? Could at least mention him again. Or do they have to pay licensing fees if they do that?
The guys at Radiant Garden and King Vicky and everybody are never far away. And Jiminy, would you do us a favor? Teach Sora how to use the dummy phone?
Leave it to me.
Because, yeah, Jimmy knows how to use a cell phone. And Sora, this guy who's never used a cell phone before in his life, just looks at it and he's like,
The others.
I could start booty calling Kyrie. Like, first thing he thinks of.
Trust the guidance that your heart gives you, Sora. That's what Master Yen Sid said.
Oh, that's easy.
The world that never was. You see, I think that's how you can tell this is a pre-rendered cutscene. The fact that he used the Kingdom Key instead of whatever Keyblade I had equipped. And hey, oh, maybe this game did actually have a 3-hour prologue, like 2. It's 2.5 hours in and we just got the 3 title card. Everything before this was technically 2.9. So anyway, how'd you feel about the gummy ship sections in previous games? Because, man, have they been overhauled. It's now this, like, big open world. You just sort of travel forward. Yep, okay. And you can fight enemies to get into battles. In fact, I think I'll do it here. And then it goes more into the sorts of battles you're more familiar with from 2. Now, I'm happy that the actual like battles are as fast-paced and exciting as the stuff you'd see in 2. But admittedly, I think the like overworld travel is an interesting idea. But honestly, I prefer the way 2 handles it. Like, I just prefer the fact that it's very focused. Like, I'm going to this world. I fight through a linear gauntlet of enemies, and we're done. That's frankly the sort of person I am. I just prefer having the fluff cut out. Hey, we handled it pretty well. And thankfully, where we're going is marked on the map. Yeah, I would rather... So what's the boost? Circle. Got it. Treasure spheres. Yep, alright. Yep. Okay. We can take care of these as well. They're nothing in particular, really, but... Thankfully, you can't overshoot these things either. They're just here to get you a little bit more of a reward. And our gummy ship just kind of pops into place there. And they do give you quite a bit of stuff. Let's see, where's my going? Here I am. Nope. Oh, I'm good. This way. I mostly just rush my way to the next area. Oof. Also the fact that you have to keep... You have to keep restarting your ship if you hit something. There we go. That got it. Blueprint fragments. Okay. Alright, welcome back to Twilight Town. Definitely one of the more, I guess disappointing worlds from what people talk about, because it's like, man, how much people wish like I could just run freely around this world. It's pretty limited. And yes, these Instagram posts are between every loading screen. People have taken to calling it Kingstagram, and you can totally find a bunch of memes made with it, as well as a generator to make your own online. I very much appreciate it. People have made some good stuff. Looks so nice in HD. And beautiful lighting. It's always been good looking, but on the PS4, it's beautiful.
Gorge, we forgot to fill Master Yen Sid in on what happened. Should we go back?
You mean about Maleficent and Zigbar? No, the others have already got enough on their plates as it is. Why go stressing them out?
I mean, I could
You
just
must know
call
how to
them.
handle a couple of old adversaries, right?
Send him a
Doesn't
text.
that thing Pete said bother you?
Come on, we're talking about Pete. That means it's probably no big deal.
I don't know.
Oh, cool! The trams are still here. Feels like it.
Listen, it's been like 14 years since Kingdom Hearts 2, alright?
Because he misses home.
Actually, I ran into Roxas in the sleeping worlds. It was like seeing into his heart for the first time.
Uh-huh. It was a test to see if your data version was ready to face the hurt that you carry inside.
I don't think that's how you're supposed to use the word hurt, Goofy.
No hurt. When I lost Riku and Kairi, and later when I lost the Keyblade, and you guys had to go on without me like that?
Oh no, wait a minute. You guys didn't have to go on without me. You were just being assholes.
But that just shows how much you mean to me. Carrying around a little hurt can't be all that bad. Hurting is part of caring.
Of course.
Ugh.
Any source.
Why does this game have to continue to remind me that the plot of Recoded happened?
Feel something, then we're in the right place. Roxas, I'm gonna find you. Huh?
Ugh, I was on a snooze cruise, I guess. Yep, that's nice. No, I'm good. Yeah, get back here, you dusk. Ow. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, there's plenty of them. Ooh. But I've seen that this place has expanded its commerce since the last time we were here. So I mean, that's nice. Oh, I took out like 5 of them at once. Man, Arcanum couldn't even kill this one nobody. There's still that one flying around in the air there. There we go. I'm sure all the people that live here are real confused why a pirate ship covered in neon lights just suddenly popped out.
What was that voice? I know I heard it.
You sure it wasn't the wind? Or something else?
I'm pretty sure.
I recognized words coming out of it.
Get the ice cream later.
What? Hold up. See? Voices.
Different voices than they had in 2, actually. Yeah, new voices, exactly.
What? Hayner? Pence? Olette?
There we go. We got our first one of those, too.
What is that?
And by the way, this swarm of Heartless in Twilight Town is one of the first things we saw from this game. It wasn't this cutscene, but it was the general idea. Like, I think it was the first gameplay thing we saw. just behind the, like that. At the very least, it was part of the first gameplay, sort of gameplay trailer. And oh man, I'm so happy we get to fight this boss again. Okay, I should probably actually guard when he comes for me. God, he's got a lot of health. Ow. Oh god. And no, rage form is actually not a very... I really don't know how to use rage form, I'm going to be honest, in this game. Alright, let's try out a shot lock. Did deal for some pretty solid damage. There you go, look how much HP this thing has. Can I even hit this thing? No, I cannot. Oh, maybe. Nope. There, that gives me the chance to attack the tail a little bit. God, why do you have to spend so much time in the damn air? Wherever the hell this damn thing even is at this point. Man, I can't even open the big chest during battle. Alright, hey, cool. I picked up a map while I was here. Where the hell is the, like, head to lock onto? There we go, okay. Man, every time it goes through a thing, I keep losing my lock on. Okay, well I did. Oh, good. We got cure. Good. Plus MP safety. Do 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 do. Imagine how long we'd be here if we had to actually kill it. Huh. I see you guys are all wearing plaid too.
Nice fighting. Thanks, Sora.
Painter, Pence, Olette. It's been ages.
What? It hasn't been that long.
It's been 14 years.
Donald, Goofy, how are ya?
Howdy there, Olette.
So does this mean that weird stuff's going down again?
You kidding, Pence? When have we
Legitimately,
ever
why
seen
did they
tornadoes
replace all of their
before?
voices? Like, I don't remember who voiced Hayner, but
This is unprecedented.
Pence and Olette are voice actors that are still working.
It is.
And aren't, like, out of this game's realm of cast.
Man, I can't wait to get to sleuthin'.
You're already done with the school project, silly. Whatever's going on, you wouldn't be here unless you had a good reason.
Which is?
Well, actually, we're looking for Roxas.
Roxas?
That's funny. I don't know any Roxas, but the name sounds familiar.
Which is weird because they literally had never met Roxas. But I guess their hearts are just connected so strongly that it affects the real world Hayner, Pence, and Olette.
He might have been friends with another version of you.
Wow, this picture's a lot more HD than the last time we saw it.
Yeah, we've got the same one.
Just,
Oh yeah, the other Twilight Town.
It's like one of those spot the differences puzzles, except really easy. I guess in that town, we're friends with this Roxas person.
the entire composition of the shot is thrown off in our version.
Track Roxas.
Almost like Roxas was always meant to be there.
Really?
Sure, he seems like a pretty cool guy.
I don't know what you're basing that on.
Yeah, he is. Great, then let's all go ask around town. If alternate us knew Roxas, then maybe alternate other folks did too.
So I don't know how asking the real version of them should.
Should go to the place in the photo. It's the old mansion. The three of us will cover places in town.
Thanks. Oh yeah, I got this phone thingy that takes pictures. Want to snap a photo while we're all here?
Sure, that's a great idea.
Posing for the most sick boy band cover. We're gonna have to all squeeze together and go selfie mode.
Hey, tough luck. You drew the short straw.
It's okay. I'm sitting out of the photo with you, Donald.
No, again, composition gets thrown off with someone so short.
Wow, that came out great.
Oh, perfectly framed. Goofy, you've got a knack for this.
Lucky emblem.
Oh yeah, they are huge right now. Supposedly, these things are hidden all over town.
And all over every single world.
They'll bring you good luck.
Cool. Wait, look guys, is that?
You're right. I see it too.
Mickey's so big, his icon is everywhere, watching us all.
Because they're not all this easy to find.
Yeah.
We better start asking around.
Lost count of how many times in my first playthrough, so it was like, oh, it's a lucky emblem, and I couldn't find the goddamn thing. We are not going for all lucky emblems. We ain't even going for enough of them to get the full ending. Alright, I'm sorry, man. Yep. So yeah, we do get to run around Twilight Town. And it is nice to be able to explore it to a degree that we haven't been able to before. But man,
Let's see.
yo, people really wanted to be able to actually climb up the clock tower. Hey guys, you're all still here. So let's see here. The town has definitely been,
A movie in ages.
You've seen a movie? Hey, wait a minute. I didn't give permission for my likeness to be used. And yes, by the way, this LCD game is one of the ones that's in Union Cross. I remember playing it plenty to get my Keyblade for this game.
Oh, I can't bear to watch.
Let's see here. Oh man, but it was so rad in the one time it was actually useful in too. Alright, let's go into the sewers. Maybe we'll find Vivi down here. Don't be rude. Alright, let's turn on Blaster Blaze and play some Doom. Yeah. Yeah, alright, let's go. I don't even know what the hell the purpose of points are in this. Maybe you get extra money for it? Don't know. Oh, right, I got some extra abilities. You should really put Cure on me. Gotta wait until I get out of battle. There we go. Any better? Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I put that on. Do I have anything else? No, just another ability ring. So I mean, I can put that on someone. Sure. How many points? I got 5 points to spend. Base safety is just 2. Nope. Don't want that. Alright then. Sure, I'll put Instant Fire on. How about the rest of you? Sure, we can fit Fire Boost on. Can't afford Lucky Strike yet. Customize. Yep. Replace that with cure. And there we go. Okay. Now, the important thing you need to keep in mind with equipping magic in this game is, unlike every previous game, you can't just like, you can't put that tier of that level of magic on there and be like, okay, cure, and then when you get cure, it automatically upgrades. I didn't realize this for a long time playing it, but you do have to go into the menu to re-equip better, higher tiers of magic. For cure, that's really important, and I went through most of the game using basic cure.
What do you think
Monkeys.
they're up to?
Probably something to do with all the food.
Look! On that branch! The Heartless have him surrounded!
We're saving individual rats now? Like, they have absolutely no reason to believe it's anything special. It's a rat. Like, they literally just see a random rat and like, we gotta help him. Sora's got a good heart. What can I say? Oh, we got a new one. Splash Run! This one I quite enjoy. It's like we run around, we make a trail of water.
Gosh, they're not making it easy for us.
Just run them all down, and when it's done, you retrace the path. And hurt them all over again. And then you make a big splash at the end. It's a really useful one, and I like it a lot. Oh, we still got, alright. They like all mist. Oh, forgot to switch my Keyblade. There we go. I want to put it on the Hero's Origin. It has more basic attack power.
Well, take care.
Clearly, they didn't want to pay for Patton Oswalt to actually voice Remy.
Whoa! What is...
That little feller.
I love a theory I saw online. It was a joke, but it was good. The reason why Xehanort is bald, the reason he shaved his head and is bald, is strictly because he was afraid of Remy controlling him.
Okay, that's fine, but I can do it by myself. I just need to collect the fruit.
Good news, I've been picking up a bunch of random spices and stuff, even though I'd had no reason to.
So, what are you gonna do with all this anyway? Huh? Well, okay. You be careful going home.
Don't stay up after dark. Because I don't know what kind of meal you think you're going to make out of that Remy. It's fruit. It is nothing but fruit. Counter shield. All right. So look at the coverage this can get. Oh, it's great. And it can attack these guys from the front. It deals some pretty solid damage. What the, oh, oops, didn't mean to do that. Was just trying to pick up. All right, let's go. Most of them were in the ground. Yeah, let's just cover as much ground around here as we can. There's definitely never a reason to not use it up, because even if you've covered all the ground where someone is, if you retrace your steps, then you get to pass through there more and deal even more damage. It is always worth fully using Splash Run.
I see it. That building up ahead.
Ah, memories. Oh, hey, right, I got those. Let's put those on. Wonderful. All right, we made some good progress tonight. That is going to be the end of tonight. Oh, yeah, and we have a fast travel option now, so that's cool. Let's see here. Yep, okay, these are my three. Yeah, my first save file was for main game, second one is for Remind, and third was for Limit Cut. So we will save over my original data. All right, and that's going to be the end of tonight. We got through one world, and we're already making some pretty solid progress through Twilight Town. After this, we'll be moving on to our next